What's going on, YouTube? We back. We getting into more news, and I'm giving my thoughts on what's going on in the world. So this video is going to be about Russia using drones to target civilians. Okay, let's see what this is about.
This is the POV of a Ukrainian drone closing in on Russian military aircrafts and torching them. In Ukraine's most daring attack yet of the war, some 117 drones destroyed 41 warplanes worth billions of dollars.
We entering the world of the Terminator.
It's become a brutal war from above.
Drones and AI.
Watching drones at the other. This past weekend, Russia sent nearly 500 drones into Ukraine in one of its largest aerial attacks of the war. But those large-scale assaults from Russia
wars and rumors of wars,
followed by other, more small-scale attacks that allegedly target civilians. Do you believe the Russians operating that drone?
Interestingly, here in America, our government also uses drones to surveillance citizens. They have signs in neighborhoods in certain states that say the neighborhood's monitored by drones. Here in New Mexico, entire highways are monitored by drones. So, America's doing it too. They're watching us. If you look up my album, No Fear, I took a picture of a drone that flew directly over my house with my Nikon D3100. I used a 200 millimeter lens, and I caught that thing pretty clearly. As a matter of fact, from taking pictures of that drone, I remember it kept reflecting like the sun back at me. So I got a little dyslexic there. My left eye, where I looked through the lens, still to this day, the square of the lens, the shape of that lens is like burnt into my eye. So when I go out into a sunny, bright day and I blink, I get this little black square, and then it turns into a blurry square, and then it goes away, and then I blink and it does it again, but only when I'm out in the sun. Once I come inside, it goes away. I went to eye doctors before, and they can't find nothing wrong with my eye. I don't know if it's the sunlight reflecting through the lens, because there is a mirror, that messed me up, or if they had some type of technology that they used on me, like they didn't want me taking pictures. Regardless, I got a good photo for my album. Check it out. Let's continue on with this news story. And my album is called No Fear. The cover of it has a drone on it. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And that was here in my neighborhood. I'm sitting out in my yard, and it was flying over, and that's when I took pictures of it. So it was maneuvering and doing all these fancy aerial moves. So they're surveillancing all of us. I guess in Ukraine, or in the Russia sense, they're actually firing weapons on the people. But here in America, all they got to do is arm the drone, and they can do the same. So re-entering the world of Terminators, y'all, fighting robots and artificial intelligence and crooked governments. It's gonna get crazy, y'all.
Knew you were a civilian when they targeted you. Yes, they knew I was a civilian. 23-year-old Anastasia told us. This is her on the streets of Kherson in Ukraine.
Oh yeah, wow.
The footage posted by a Russian military blogger
and those drones have really good cameras on them.
Says she felt something bounce off her thigh.
Wow.
And then the explosion on the asphalt.
That's scary though.
And covered in blood. She kept biking and took cover under a bridge. Blood was coming from my neck, she says. As she screamed for help, she lost consciousness. In a report exclusively obtained by NBC News, Human Rights Watch says Anastasia's case is one of at least 45 deliberate drone attacks they've documented on civilians and civilian objects.
High-powered lasers. Civilians need to start learning more about high-powered lasers. That's how you stop something like a drone. High-powered lasers.
Read out by Russian forces between June and December.
Styropyro.
Do you think this is a new era of warfare? Belkis Ville is an associate director at Human Rights Watch.
Is the first time, really, in the history of warfare, that a warring party can carry out attacks with such deadly precision, specifically to target civilians.
This rendering from Human Rights Watch shows just how easily munitions can be strapped to a hobby drone, turning it into a deadly weapon.
A significant problem, significant challenge.
Robert Lee is a senior fellow at the Foreign Policy Research Institute, and one of his specialties is drones on the battlefield.
You've got an RPG munition on the bottom. You have the blue thing on top is a battery pack. You duct tape it onto the unit.
Man,
You change the initiator a little bit. Now
it's a straight up Terminator. It's a killer robot. It's a killer robot, y'all, powered by artificial intelligence.
A majority of
I mean, obviously there's a
tracked by
pilot
Human Rights Watch
flying it from
use
remotely,
commercial
but
drones
AI, I'm
manufactured
sure,
by Chinese companies
will eventually
like
take these
DJI.
over.
So this is a DJI drone. This one right here cost about $900, just a little bit under $1,000. I have the manual on my phone right now, and my producer, who is a licensed drone operator, is going to help me learn how to use it.
So to start it, bring the two down like this.
It's been about 30 minutes, and I think I have the basics. And we have liftoff.
Yep, drone
DJI says
surveillance.
it does have
Drone
policies
surveillance is in everybody's hands right
of
now.
drones in combat. Other companies say they added geofencing restrictions, technology built into the drones to prevent them from being used in Russia or Ukraine.
As one person put it to me, you give me one of these drones, you give me 5 minutes, and I can hack the geofence.
According to Human Rights Watch, there is no verifiable evidence of Ukrainian forces using them to target civilians. Anastasia describes her attack as an animalistic one. She says she felt like she was being hunted by Russian forces.
Well, yeah, they're called predator
Robert
drones.
joins us live in the studio. Ellison, we're talking about drones, and you say you can get at Walmart, Amazon. Children can operate them. So beyond war, what else can we expect from these
Yeah,
drones?
I mean, they're stunningly easy to use. That's what I realized when I tried it. And what the experts have told us is that they have already started to see this used by militant groups as well as criminal organizations. They say they've tracked the cartels starting to use them in Latin America. They're concerned that can expand moving forward. Now, Russia, they did not respond to our direct request for comments asking
Of course.
about their use of these commercial drones and the alleged targeting of civilians in Kherson. But in the past, they have adamantly denied that they ever target any civilians.
Ellison Barber with that big exclusive tonight. Ellison, we thank you for that.
Now, let's not forget Nancy Pelosi selling fighter jets to China. So I'm pretty sure our military drone technology was sold to these groups and other countries. We entering the world of Terminators, y'all. The world is changing, and things will never be the same. All right. Now let's move on to the next story. Make sure you like and you subscribe and tune in for the next one.